Today, let's get a check of the forecast. Meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees. I know we've been talking about the northern lights, and they were gorgeous as well. Hope to see more of that.
Yeah, so we just actually got an update, Jane, from the Space Weather Prediction Center. So first things first, this G4 watch that we've been under effect here has actually been expanded into tomorrow. Here's the latest. So there were 3 coronal mass ejections that were expected. The third one has arrived. It is not as strong as the one yesterday. Yesterday's was described by the Space Weather Prediction Center as about 8 to 10 times stronger than the normal. This one about 5 times stronger, but that can change at any point. One thing as well is right now the magnetic field is pointed the same way as Earth's, and as we talked about earlier in the show, you want those to be opposite, right? Think of like 2 magnets. You don't want 2 positives. You want a positive and a negative. But again, that can change at any point. So they're watching very closely for any significant disruptions. As of right now, they said they're not aware of any, but that still means that there is a chance that you could see some of these beautiful colors. They're just not expected to be as bright and aggressive, of course, and beautiful as yesterday. So again, right now until about midnight would be your best time. We, of course, know that we need to stay away from any kind of light pollution if at all possible, and also look toward the northern horizon. Also, long exposure cameras are probably going to be a bit better than the naked eye because you can see that horizon viewing is really just north of the Carolinas. But again, all of this is just a forecast, as we do know. And of course, it can ebb and flow just like the forecast for the weather does sometimes. So again, sunset to midnight, get away from any kind of light pollution and long exposure pictures. If you need to know exactly how to do this, because if you're like me and you're not great with the iPhone camera, Chris Mulcahy actually posted a video on how to do this on social media, as well as over on our WCNC Charlotte website. So be sure to check that out. It's one of our quick little YouTube shorts. Weather-wise, it's going to be a fantastic night and probably a lot warmer in comparison to yesterday if you're trying to get out and see the beautiful colors. Right now we're at 59 degrees. Yesterday around this time we were about 15 degrees colder. So certainly a substantial change. Winds light at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. As we go into the overnight hours, really no weather-related issues, no significant cloud cover, and of course also not going to see any rain. Now, while we do still want some rain, we're not going to see it in the near term. So hopefully by the end of the 10-day forecast, things will start to take a change. Forecast overnight, upper 30s, low 40s. This is exactly where we should be for November standards. So yesterday, the day before, felt like winter. This is much more fall-like. But tomorrow afternoon, maybe a little like early fall because temperatures will actually be close to 70. So nice little warm up tomorrow afternoon with abundant sunshine, and that is actually going to continue into the weekend. So as rain chances stay low in your forecast for Dairy Hunt Supercenter 7-day, notice how warm we get heading into the weekend. Both Saturday and Sunday, highs reach the mid to upper 70s. Now there is a small increase in temperatures. You can see that Sunday morning with temps in the upper 50s and another drop by Monday. That is a cold front moving through. It is expected to be pretty moisture starved, so not expecting a lot of rain, but it will allow for another cool down early next week. But notice those average temperatures. Even with the cool down, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it'll still be warmer than normal for this time of year. So that kind of winter-like weather we had the last few days, we're not seeing that anytime soon.